In the magical kingdom of Libas, where the moon never set and the stars twinkled brighter than anywhere else in the world, there lived a young princess named Zumi. The kingdom was known for its beautiful night skies, where the moon bathed the land in a silver glow, and creatures of the night thrived. Zumi, with her long dark hair that shimmered like the night sky, and eyes that glowed like the crescent moon, was as mysterious as the kingdom itself. Unlike other princesses, Zumi was not content to live within the palace walls. She had a special connection to the night. She could hear the whispers of the wind, understand the language of the stars, and even communicate with the creatures who roamed the twilight hours. It was said that she had the ability to carry messages across the kingdom in the dead of night, faster than the wind itself. And so, she was known as the Midnight Messenger, a title given to her by the people who admired her skill and bravery. But Zumi's abilities were not just limited to carrying messages. Her power allowed her to travel through the Veil of Twilight, a magical gateway that appeared only under the light of the moon. The veil connected Lunaris to distant lands, and only those with the gift of the night could pass through it. Many believed that Zumi was the only one capable of entering the veil, a place where secrets of the past and future were hidden. One evening, as Princess Zumi stood in the royal garden, watching the full moon rise above the horizon, a mysterious shadow appeared before her. It was a creature unlike anything she had seen before, half bird, half lion, with golden eyes that shone like stars. "I am Kyrion, the messenger of the stars," the creature spoke in a deep, melodic voice. "Princess Zumi, your gift is needed now more than ever. The balance of the night is in danger. A great darkness has awoken in the land of shadows, and if it is not stopped, it will spread and swallow the light of the stars." Zumi's heart skipped a beat. She had heard of the land of shadows, a place where light could not reach, and where evil creatures lurked in the dark. The kingdom of Lunaris had always been protected by the moon's light, but if the darkness from the land of shadows were to spread, it could destroy everything. "The stars have called upon you, princess," Kyrion continued. "You are the only one who can travel to the land of shadows and restore balance. But to do so, you must unlock the Moonstone of Destiny, a powerful artifact hidden deep within the cavern of echoing nights. Only the Midnight Messenger can retrieve it." Zumi, though filled with a sense of dread, knew that she could not ignore the call. She nodded resolutely. "I will go. I will bring the Moonstone back." With a wave of her hand, Zumi summoned the Veil of Twilight. The soft glow of moonlight surrounded her as she stepped through the veil, entering a world that was both eerie and beautiful. She could hear the faint whispers of ancient stars, guiding her on her journey. The path to the cavern of echoing nights was treacherous. Zumi had to cross the Silver River, which was known for its shifting currents and powerful illusions. As she stepped onto the shimmering bridge that spanned the river, the waters began to ripple, and shadows twisted around her, trying to confuse her. But Zumi was not afraid. She closed her eyes, trusting in the moonlight and the whispers of the stars to guide her. With each step, the shadows faded, and the waters calmed, allowing her to pass safely. As Zumi continued her journey, she entered a dense, misty forest where the trees seemed to move, their branches reaching out like dark arms. The Forest of Lost Souls was said to trap travelers, pulling them into its depths. But Zumi, with her heart full of determination, called upon the power of the moon and the stars to protect her. The stars above shone brighter, lighting her way through the mist, and the trees parted, allowing her to pass unharmed. Finally, after what seemed like days of travel, Zumi reached the cavern of echoing nights. The cavern was a place of swirling darkness, its walls lined with crystals that reflected the faintest light. At the heart of the cavern lay the Moonstone of Destiny, resting on a pedestal of silver. The stone glowed with a soft, otherworldly light, its power waiting to be unlocked. But as Zumi approached the Moonstone, a shadowy figure appeared before her. It was the Shadow King, the ruler of the Land of Shadows, who had awakened to claim the Moonstone for himself. "You think you can stop me, princess?" the Shadow King sneered. "The darkness is inevitable. The stars will fall, and the night will be mine to control." Zumi stood tall, her heart filled with courage. "The stars will never fall, for they are always with us. It is the light in our hearts that keeps them alive. The night belongs to everyone, and no darkness will consume it." With that, she reached out and touched the Moonstone of Destiny. The stone shone with an intense light, brighter than any star in the sky. As Zumi's hand made contact with it, the light spread throughout the cavern, pushing back the Shadow King's darkness. The moon's light filled the entire land of shadows, and the king's shadowy form began to disintegrate, fading into nothingness. The moonstone's power restored balance to the night, and the darkness was banished from the land of shadows forever. Zumi had done it. She had saved the kingdom of Lunaris and the stars themselves. With the moonstone in hand, Princess Zumi returned to Lunaris, where the people cheered her bravery. The sky above shone even brighter than before, with the moon's light glowing more brilliantly than ever. Zumi had proven that no matter how dark the night may get, the light of the stars would always shine through. From that day forward, Princess Zumi was not only known as the Midnight Messenger, but also as the protector of the night. She continued to carry messages across the kingdom, ensuring that the balance of light and dark was kept, and that the stars would forever shine down on Lunaris. And so, the kingdom of Lunaris flourished under the watchful eye of its brave and magical princess, whose heart burned with the light of the moon and the stars.